Welcome to Coding Depth. In the previous video, we have seen stack data structure in JavaScript. In this video, we will see an overview of queue data structure. Queue is a linear data structure that follows first in, first out principle, meaning the first element that is inserted to the queue will be the one to be removed first. Let's say in real life you're standing in a queue, the first person, that is the person at the front of the queue, will be the one to be served first, and new people who will be joining the queue will be joining at the back or at the rear or the tail of the queue. The front of the queue is also called as head of the queue. So this is the visual representation of queue in memory. We have four elements in the queue and front points to 20 here. This is the front of the queue, and the rear points to the next block which is free after the last element. Removing an element from the queue from the front is called as dequeue, and inserting at the rear is called as enqueue. Now let us go ahead and see these dequeue and enqueue operations in detail. So we will have two pointers, rear and front, which will point to the first element when the queue is empty. Now we will enqueue 10 into the queue and we will increment the rear pointer. The front pointer, while enqueuing, will remain where it is. It won't move. The front pointer is used for dequeue. We will see that in the next slide. And again, we will enqueue one more element, 20, to the queue, and we will move the rear pointer. And then we will enqueue 30 and 40 and so on. So this is how the enqueue operation works. Now let us see dequeue. This is how a queue looks like now. Now we need to dequeue. Dequeue will be done from the front. What we will do is we will remove 10 from the front and we will increment front. So this is the dequeue operation. We will do one more dequeue. We will remove 20 and increment the front. Now front will point to 30. So those are the queue operations. Now let us see queue in usage. Queue will be used for scheduling tasks in operation system. The CPU will use a queue, either it could be round robin or even priority scheduling queues. Next is a customer call service system. You might have heard whenever you call a customer service that you are in a queue. So they will implement a queue based on the number of customer care executives and the number of people calling them. And printers are queued. Let us say multiple people are printing from their machine, and all these print operations will be queued. Only after the first print is done, the next print will be taken. And the next example would be the callback queue in JavaScript runtimes. Whenever we execute asynchronous method or any web APIs, those functions will go and sit in the callback queue, and the event loop will check if the call stack is empty. Then it will take one function from the front of the queue and it will place in the call stack. So that's about a queue overview. In the next video, we will see how to implement queue in JavaScript.